Alright, so the first step in making pate choux is you melt the butter with the water until this comes to a very, very vigorous boil. Okay, so it's already starting to on the sides here, but my butter is not quite melted. So my butter and my water have been vigorously mixed together, and you can see they're at a rolling boil. So I'm going to go ahead and put my flour in. I'm actually going to turn my heat down to low, and I'm going to stir this in, and I'm going to stir it for 1 minute. Okay, so I'm going to stir it for 1 minute, and it's going to form this really thick paste. So I'm going to stir this in, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's done. Alright, so here is my paste pretty much after it's been cooked for 1 minute. Okay, so honestly it's just like a really thick Play-Doh, and so now I'm gonna let it cool for about 5 minutes, because the next thing I'm gonna do is add eggs in, and if I don't let this cool, then I could have little scrambled egg parts in my pate choux dough, and I don't want that. The next step in making our pate choux dough is to add our eggs. So I have let my dough sit for 5 minutes, and so now I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. You want to make sure that the eggs are really incorporated well before you add the next egg. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my first egg. This is the part where it takes some elbow grease. You are really going to mix this around, okay? You can see how glossy it is, and I'm just going to keep beating this in and beating this together until that egg is fully incorporated in. And I know that I'm done by 2 ways. Number 1 is that the egg is incorporated in. Number 2 is that the dough doesn't look shiny anymore. It starts to look very matte, very flat. Okay, okay, so it's all mixed in. I definitely got a little bit of an arm workout, but you can see how, you know, it's not as shiny as when you first add that egg. This is kind of your consistency of it. So it's pretty thick. You know, it's taken quite a bit to fall from the spoon. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this panned. We are ready to pan up our pate choux dough. So you can use just like a smaller measuring cup. So I have like a 1/4 cup here. I have it about 3/4 of the cup of the way full. And you can just pat your pate choux dough out onto the baking sheets. I like to do it with a piping bag, and so I just have a piping bag where I've cut just the tip off. If you don't have a piping bag at home, you can do this with a gallon size bag, and then you just do a little dollop of pate choux dough. And you should get about 6 to 8 of these. So I think I'm going to get about 7. All right. And a little tip, you just put your finger under water, then you can kind of pat the little tails down. Just kind of. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get these in the oven. And set my timer for 35 minutes. Okay, so because pate choux dough bakes by the high temperature and the steam that is being released during the high temperature, you cannot open this oven door. If you have an oven window, feel free to just look in that, but do not open the oven door, or the pate choux dough, the cream puffs, will not rise properly. Okay, so now that our cream puffs are out of the oven and they are completely cooled off, and I've also made my homemade whipping cream, I'm going to go ahead and fill my cream puffs with the whipping cream. So you can do this 2 different ways. You can take a cream puff and you can use a serrated knife very carefully to cut one in half. And then you can just take a spoon, you can just kind of plop your whipping cream on there. I like to be very generous with my whipping cream, and you can top it, and there you have one way for your cream puff. What you can also do is you can have your cream puff, leave it whole, and use a small knife You can just make a little X in the bottom to give yourself a little hole. And then I have my whipping cream in my piping bag, or again, you could use a gallon size bag too. And I have a very small hole snipped, and then I'm just going to put that inside, and I'm just going to squeeze some in there. And the nice part is that these are pretty porous, so like you can usually see like on the top, like if you filled it pretty well. Like I have a little air bubble here that I can see it starting to peek out of. So I'll just do a couple more here. A nice little added extension that you could do is make chocolate ganache. If you have chocolate syrup, then you could kind of drizzle that on the top, and that's really nice too to do. Alright, now let's try that again. Alright, now this one has a little hole on the top, so I can see it pop out. And actually, if you want to come a little closer, I do want to show you what the inside looks like so you can see. So I'll cut this one in half. So you can see that my cream puffs, okay, they did exactly what they were supposed to. They puffed like pate choux dough does in the oven, because it's pretty much hollow, and you can see these moist bits of dough here. And then like here's an example of when I filled, and you can see like right here it popped out a little bit, so I knew it was full. Like right here there's a little bit. So a close-up demo of what I'm doing is just making a little X in the bottom, and then I just take my piping bag, I shove it in there, and then I just squeeze. And maybe there's an exact science to it, but I don't know what it is. Also, it'll kind of pop out the bottom too. Alright, so then I'm going to go ahead and eat.